What's going on, guys? Abrasius here. Today we will have a very special topic. We will talk about the tournaments in general and how they are changing right now. I've brought to you two very special guests. One of them is Marek Skowerski, who is a very good organizer, not only for the tournaments, but also for other events. Marek, could you elaborate more on this subject?
Hi, Konrad. Thank you. Sure. I've been an events organizer for 6 or 7 years now. First, I joined an events agency in Warsaw. There, I've been organizing events for international meeting planners here in the city of Warsaw. From, say, 10 people incentives up to a climate change conference accompanying event at Warsaw University for about 1,500 people. And then I've joined Warsaw Convention Bureau, and my job at the moment is attracting international meeting planners into the city, convincing them that Warsaw is far more attractive than any other city for organizing meetings in general.
The second guest we have is Bogumil Krakowski, Bobson, for some of you who know him. He is a very good player. I've played against him 2 times, I guess, around 2 years ago, and he has a positive score against me, which is something not everyone can say. He was playing Warriors of the Dark Gods for a very long time, but he switched to Beast Herds recently and started doing really great with them. And he's trying for the Polish team this year. How are your expectations? How do you see this?
Yeah, thanks for so many kind words. Well, yeah, I'm very eager to participate in ETC this year. I'm not sure how things will go on further on, but as for now, I'm a candidate, and yeah, let's see what time will tell.
Very nice to see you guys. As our audience might have realized, you are both here since you are organizers of the upcoming Masters tournament in Warsaw. So the tournament is quite new on the Polish scene, since we've had different tournaments in this area, but I don't think that we had something like this. 4-player tournament. I think it's first time organized in Poland, since most of our team events are 3 or 5 people. And I know that this tournament is actually the 3rd tournament in a row that is team tournament. I've heard that you want to prepare a really good tournament. Can you share more about the info? I know that Frederick prepares a very nice tournament pack for Hereford, and the tournament in Hereford is one of the best tournaments I've ever been to. Can you somehow relate to that?
Our intention, first and foremost, was to organize an event that will allow the players to mingle, to have a sort of integration. Most tournaments in Poland so far have been in a non-hotel venue, meaning that after the tournament, regardless of the quality of the games room, people went to their hotels, to their rooms, and basically got together in groups of 3, 4, 5, maybe up to 10 people. My first intention was to have everybody in the hotel pub after the games, sharing experiences, sharing bad dice, casts, sharing good luck, and sharing tactical ideas that went wrong or that went completely stunning. We also decided to be in a hotel to secure comfort of all the guests, to allow you to have it all behind you, to have the meals ready for you, to have the AV on site, everything in one package. Now, yes, we are thinking about the tournament park for this event, hopefully in the form of gaming accessories. For all players present at the event.
Okay, it maybe would be nice also if you could print at least shorted versions of lists Because this was actually a great idea, because then you can't lose them, and you have always and you have them always ready. Why do you think that the 4-player tournament is a good choice? Wouldn't singles be more attractive in this time?
Yeah, we thought about this topic for some time, I think, and finally we decided to play to launch a 4-player team tournament, because it will be qualified for the EML, but also I think like team tournaments are on a flow at the moment, and I think this is this is the clue of the game. This is something far more interesting and far more attracting people than a singles.
Yeah, I would also say that this is much more challenging, and fighting in a team seems much more balanced, at least in the sense that you have additional layer of tactics lying behind. So we've touched the subject of EML, and I've known that you managed to get this tournament signed for EML, and it's quite surprising, because what I would expect is the Krakow tournament to actually get signed, but you managed to sign this one, which is great for me, because I think this is a really good way to promote your tournament.
Yeah, we got some people behind the lines, so.
But what do you generally guys think about the league idea? Are you planning on participating?
Me personally, I won't be participating, or at least I don't think I will, because of location of my club and the distance between me and my club. But in general, I believe that the idea of European Masters League is a very good one. It will allow force people to travel, to get together, to get to know one another. It would also bolster the numbers of participants in any given tournament, which in turn stabilizes the situation for organizers, which is so important if you want to do something more than a school gym.
Yeah, Bogus, are you planning on signing with any team? Do you have anyone willing? I know that traveling is hard, but at least the Hereford Masters are counting in, and 2 events in Poland actually count in, because this Warsaw Master counts in, and our Polish Team Championship count in. So maybe it's worth it to at least try to assemble some team.
Well, definitely. I have no idea how many tournaments I will be able to participate in, but I'm planning at least Hereford, at least 2 tournaments in Poland, and I don't know, maybe Italy sounds nice.
Yeah, Italy sounds nice. I think we'll take a look at this when we have all the candidates for the team signed up, because it will be much easier for us to organize it from the top level, since most of the candidates will want to go to Hereford anyway. Maybe we can get more than 4 teams, and I'm sure that looking at the number of candidates, yeah, definitely. So let's move to very interesting subject for me, at least from the tournament organizer part, because I came originally from the Hobbit game, and I think most masters, maybe all master tournaments there, were organized in schools or at the fantasy conventions, and nowadays I see much more tendency for people to organize tournaments at hotels and other venues. What do you guys think about it?
Well, basically, we got older, meaning that we have the buying power. All of us already, or most of us already have jobs, already have businesses we run. We are no more satisfied with sleeping in a sleeping bag in the gym that the event takes place in, and not to mention the snoring of certain individuals. We managed to get equal level of prices that we witnessed in Łódź in, what was it, October this year?
Yeah.
At the Paris tournament, at the higher standard, because this hotel in Łódź was 2-star or equivalent, and our current venue is equivalent of 3-star services.
Okay, I think the difference between 2-star and 3-star is pretty huge. I would say that difference between 3-star and 4-star is pretty much negligible because it's only about the additional equipment in the hotel, like the pool or the TVs or such things, as far as I remember the classifications. But that's actually good. I would say the hotel looks really nice. The question is, how many people do you expect to have there? How many people can you fit?
Sorry, I don't remember precisely, but was it like 138 or something like that, Marek?
128. 128 participants can fit in the games room.
There is a tournament in Krakow just a month before, but I think it's already fully booked, isn't it?
It's been for like 3 months, I believe. The hype that Laik was able to create along with Albo with Marcin from Krakow was enormous. They've done excellent marketing job, because this is what it has to be called. They've really done the lesson well, and they are reaping the rewards. Actually, look at it. A year before, Krakow Masters was also very high on the list of priorities of players. Then Polish teams tournament came, and that was like full in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Then all of a sudden the new 1990 Krakow tournament in January opens up, and within 4 hours it's already fully booked or something like that.
Yeah, the hype is enormous, and it just snowballs very fast. Do you think you can beat it?
Our intention was to get a big hall in which everybody can fit in one place. So this is already a huge difference. Then this is impossible to compare a venue that is owned by the city, like the culture house or culture center, in which there are restrictions as to alcohol, as to any certain behaviors, and a hotel basically in the forest by a lake, not in Warsaw proper, in which we are basically hidden away from prying guys and free to do whatever we want to within certain limits naturally.
We are all getting older. I can see that especially at the viewers' age of my channel. This is nowhere near the child's play, and I would say that professional community is very important, and the high standards are very good, especially because most of us, I guess, can afford them. And why keep the standards low if we could do something much better, right? Let's go to more basic stuff for our viewers. So at the start, you guys said that you want to have more integration, and I would like to know actually how can it look like. Is there some place inside the hotel, some bar, some restaurant? Where can we hang out after the games?
From what I know at the moment, we will have some kind of a bartender who will sell us a simple beer, or I'm not sure about any other stuff at the moment, but beer will be like 6.5 zlotys per pint. So I think the price is not that bad at all.
So that's like what? That's like €1.5, right?
Yeah, more or less.
That's extremely cheap.
That's cheap. As for Warsaw, it's extremely cheap, and
I'm now used to the beer costing like 7 francs, so €1.5 is like nothing.
Yeah. So the price is great. I think the whole atmosphere of the hotel, as well as the situation here as well, is the placement of the hotel is quite nice. It's outside the Warsaw, but still not very far away. You can get there by car in like 20-25 minutes, I think. From the airport, that will be, I think, 45 minutes. So yeah, the communication is really good. The upcoming event we will try to, we are still trying to organize it in full. Will be on the top level, at least for Poland. And I think we will meet all expectations.
Well, I'm sure it will be. Like I've been in tournaments in a few countries now, and I don't think that the level of the tournament itself in other countries are higher than Poland. I would dare to say that our tournaments are really good organized. The only tournament that is probably better in quality than our tournaments is obviously Frederick Scarford, but he puts so much work into it. I'm amazed each year how much can he do there. But I'm sure that our organizers will reach his level at some point, especially with such nice venues as this one. So to some of the video guys, thank you for coming. And I would say that this is very interesting direction we have in the organizing of tournaments, like getting more and more professional and getting all the necessary things in place. I think it's a very good direction. I personally look forward to this tournament and many tournaments to come after this one that are organized in such nice places. Thank you guys, and see you in the next video. Cheers.